Hello and welcome to July's Playground Monthly Show. My name is Charlie and I'm going to be taking you through all the amazing Series 25 updates we have got coming your way, in addition to some gorgeous new cars. So let's have a look and see what's on the menu for the show. Obviously, it's a brand new month. We got brand new races, brand new rewards. You know how we do it around here. After that is the welcome pack. If, like me, you have hundreds of hours in Horizon 4, this might not be for you, but there is more news to come on potentially how to convince your mates to meet you in Edinburgh for some races soon. After that is Series 25 cars. There are 3 cars on the chopper. What are they? Well, you're going to find out soon. We also have a photo montage in the middle. And after that, we have the Torben Tuesday Riddle Roundup. Did you get them all? I know I certainly did not. And after that, it's the updates and fixes coming in the near future. But my favorite part of the schedule is finding out who I'm hosting the show with. And again, as always, I'm with my Horizon buddies. Hello, let's start with Mike. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Charlie. Great to be here as always.
Wonderful. How about you, Dave? You good? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me. It's good to be back. Super excited to show you all the things we've been working on. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. And it is, Series 25 is a very good update. So I'm going to hand it over to you guys immediately for the festival playthrough. And I'll have a chat with you in a minute about some more stuff.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Take it
let's
away,
go
Dave.
festival playlist. Fantastic. So for series completion at 50%, this time you're going to get the Lamborghini Diablo GTR, and at 80%, the 1992 Toyota Celica. But moving on to summer, at 50%, you'll be getting the BMW E92 M3 GTS, and at 80%, the Rover SD1. Now for our photo challenge, we've got hashtag horses for courses. Take a Ferrari and take a picture of it with the Uffington White Horse. If you don't know where that is, it's near where you get your first house at Horizon, kind of near Broadway. Also, looking at the trial, you've got the chance to win a Lamborghini Veneno with the Get Hyper trial. But we have a brand new showcase remix. It's called Quaint Village Rush. Now, you might recognize the Centenario versus a plane kind of harks back to something we did in Horizon Australia, and that is exactly what this is. So it kind of speaks into the theme we'll be doing for the festival playlist, but make sure you check that out and have the Centenario versus the Delta Wing. You'll also be able to get the Bentley Continental Forza Edition in the Summer Games as well. Fantastic. So with the cult following season event, you'll be able to get the Volkswagen Notchback. But more importantly, we have our new exclusive car, which is the HSV GTS. And you'll be able to get that by completing the Down Under season event in summer. So make sure you check that out. We'll be talking about that later in the stream. Also, you've got the chance to get the Ford Raptor in the Bring Me a Dream season event. Moving on to autumn, at 50%, you'll be getting the Porsche 718 GTS and the Mercedes-Benz GT4 at 80%. We've got a photo challenge here, hashtag milling around. You've got to take a picture of your car with the Broadway windmill. Now, what's really cool about this one is the Broadway windmill can be seen from miles out. So really looking forward to seeing how creative you get with this one. As always, make sure you upload these to your socials with the hashtag so we can have a look at them. It's worth saying. We absolutely love the stuff you're sending through at the moment. We have another showcase remix. So this is called Freight Expectations Round 2. Now, if the other showcase remix from summer was a hark back to Horizon Australia, this is also another hark back as well. So you'll have the Chevy Camaro versus the Flying Scotsman. And the kind of story behind this is that the train driver at Horizon Australia wants a rematch. You know, we beat them and showed them that the Chevy Camaro wins and reigns supreme, and we're going to do it again at Horizon UK. You'll also get the chance to get the BMW M5 Forza Edition as well in the autumn games. Keeping up the puns, we have Diagon Rally with the 1994 Toyota Celica. You've also got a chance to win the Centenario, the Surfers Paradise season event. So if you liked driving it in the Showcase Remix, make sure you check out that. But again, another exclusive car. This time it is the Holden Commodore VL Group A. And you can get that by doing the Holden Your Horses season event. Again, we'll be talking about that later in the stream. For winter, at 50%, you can get the ATS GT, and at 80%, the Porsche Emery 356. Our photo challenge, hashtag digging it. take your rally monster, go to the quarry, take an awesome picture, make sure you put it on socials with the hashtag there. You've got a chance to get the Mercedes-Benz X-Class, and that is from the tobogganing trial. And we're bringing another Showcase remix back as well, which is the Ride to Anywhere one, where you have Aisha's Taxis versus the Behemoth, the big hovercraft, because that's exactly what we do with taxis at Horizon, and I absolutely love it. Of course, we've also got the chance to get the Koenigsegg CCGT in the Midnight Battle season event. We've also got Blizzard Mountains and Like a Boss season events, just sort of harking back to Horizon Australia as well. Fantastic. And here it is, the HSV GTSR 50% for spring completion. That is another new car we are adding to the game, and we can't wait to talk about these later on in the stream. At 80%, if you want another Porsche 356, make sure you get that one. That is the G-Mund SL version. So see which one you like best. For our photo challenge, hashtag not garden variety, you need to take any cult car and take a picture of it at the Mortimer Gardens. And there's also a chance to get the mini John Cooper Works buggy in the Fire Saga trial. Now, this trial has you driving around Edinburgh in minis, and that's kind of harking to a movie you might have recently seen, which is quite cool. And we've also got another Showcase remix, which is the Commuter Blues. Now, this time you'll be racing the Flying Scotsman, but this time in a Porsche. So we've got 4 Showcase remixes this festival playlist. 2 of them are brand new. With the Greatest Hits season event, you've got the chance to get the Porsche 906. But I have to put some focus on this GT Phone Home one here. So we have this set of Playground games that the gameplay comes first and the pun comes second. And there is a hot debate as to which one comes first, but ultimately it is the gameplay that comes first. But there is always a rare time where the gameplay and the pun mix together in such a way that it's like striking gold, and that's exactly what this GT Phone Home is. So you get the alien morph suit, and as you can see, the picture has someone in the alien morph suit on the phone in front of a GT, and I have to just do a bit of a shout out to Matt Monk and Aid for the photos and the puns there, because it probably won't get any better than that. And then for the monthly rivals, we've also got a chance you can get behind the seat of the Hot Wheels Bone Shaker as well. And that brings up everything for festival playlist. So really, really exciting. We know that people have been asking for cars from Australia. So what we did, we thought we'd put in 3 Holdens, 2 Showcase remixes that hark back to Horizon Australia, and loads of season events that also draw upon inspiration from Horizon Australia. So we really hope you have a good time with that one.
Amazing, fantastic stuff. And as I mentioned before, if there is anyone looking to dive into the new stuff, maybe they're still, driving around Australia in Horizon 3, we have a welcome pack coming up. Now, can you share any more information on that, Mike?
Yes. So as you said just at the top of the show, Charlie, this probably isn't something that people watching this stream who have likely played quite a bit of Forza Horizon are going to be rushing out to buy. And that's fine, because it's not really for you. The welcome pack is for kind of brand new players, potentially brand new players who already have friends playing the game, who want to give themselves a bit of a leg up, get some good cars in the garage that have got nice tunes on them, just so they can kind of catch up to those friends a little bit quicker. So it's going to cost $2.99. I guess that's about £2.40 in pounds. And you'll get a selection of cars and a player house. I'm going to throw it to Dave, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what you'll get in it.
Yeah, awesome. So I think we have so the welcome pack, you're going to get 8 cars with this, and that is the Ferrari F50 GT we can see here, the Jeep Renegade CJ5. We've also got the 2016 Hoonigan Gymkhana 9 Ford Focus RX, got that in time. The Ford GT from 2017. We've got the Toyota Baja truck and the Subaru rally car. The really long name I can't pronounce it quick enough for this trailer. We've got the Porsche 718 RS60. And you also get a free playhouse, which we'll talk about in a second. And the Lamborghini Aventador LP 704. So 8 really, really cool cars that we think really captures the breadth of driving styles in Horizon. And also you'll be able to get the Sunflower Meadows player house with that as well. So there we go.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, so if anyone in chat wants to bring any friends in, that'll do it for you.
Yeah, so it's ideal if you've got friends who've been trying to coax them over to play the game. This is a great leg up for them. Also, I think if you've got kids who, you're trying to get them set up on their own profile, it's a great thing to get them set up. It does cost $2.99, but if you are an Ultimate Edition owner or you have the Ultimate Edition add-ons bundle, then you own this as well. So if you're already an Ultimate Edition player, then you can just go on the store and hit download on this, and it doesn't cost you a thing.
There you go. Lovely stuff. Now, diving back into the stuff in chat, I know that they're really interested in, and that is a deep dive in these brand new cars. We've got a 3-course meal of them coming up, so let's get started.
All right, so first up, this is the Holden Commodore Group A SV. So it's a 1988 Holden. This was built by Holden at the formation of the HSV Mark, which is Holden Special Vehicles. And it was intended to compete with the BMW M Series and the Mercedes AMG Series at that time in the touring cars. It did okay. At that point, the BMW M3 really was dominant, so I think getting any wins under its belt in that space is to be commended, and it did. It did manage to win a few races, so it's a pretty good car, all things considered. It was nicknamed the Plastic Pig due to the fact that, again, this is the late 80s and cars weren't really made out of carbon fiber yet. So you if you wanted to go for a lightweight body, you could either have plastic or maybe carbon fiber. And this was mostly made out of plastic. So it was nicknamed the Plastic Pig. And I like to think that that's probably a very affectionate nickname rather than a mean one.
Yeah, I think there was another name for it as well. There was probably less mean, which was the Walkie, which was nicknamed after the main designer, Tom Walkinson. I'm pretty sure Walkie is that's definitely named after him, not the Plastic Pig, for sure.
Yeah, and it was actually, as much as it's very much an Australian car, Australian engine, this body kit was actually designed in the UK, just a few miles from where I'm stood right now at Playground Games. So a real perfect car to slot into Forza Horizon 4.
Definitely.
Shall we queue up the next one? Oh, go on, Dave, sorry. Yeah.
So if you complete the Holden Your Horses seasonal event in autumn, this car will be yours. But yeah, so make sure you check that out. Let's move on to the next car. So this is the HSV GTS 2011. Really cool car. Got 436 brake horsepower, a 6.2 litre V8, 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds at 4.9. So this was built using the 4th generation Commodore, and it's kind of known as the E Series 3 HSV. There's a really awesome and kind of simple Aussie nature about this. Really simple chassis, but a bucket load of power. It's really, really, really cool. And this car was actually replaced by the Generation F GTS, which we've got in our game. So if you want to check out the difference, see which one you prefer, make sure you go to the Down Under Seasonal Championship in summer to unlock this car. Have a little play with that, and then get your hands on the Generation F GTS as well, and see which one you prefer.
Cool.
Between the
I think one of the fun things about this car, at least where it sits in this update, is that this is actually just a normal production car that you could go and buy, and yet it has greater horsepower, higher top speed, higher acceleration than the other two cars, which are both actual track race cars. Yeah, another cute thing about this car is that it was actually weirdly released in the UK. Under the Vauxhall badge, it was released as the VXR8, which is pretty unusual. We get very, very few V8 cars released over here, and just to take a look at it, it is nothing like any car that you would usually see on a British road. But it's super cool nonetheless. There is actually one I see driving around Leamington now and then, which again is super weird because this is not a car that you would expect to see driving around in the UK. And here we go. So this one is the 1996 HSV GT SR. Only available in yellow, or should I say yellow, as that was the name that the Aussies decided to give this particular paint. That's yellow with an AH instead of an OW. 85 of these were built, and this was actually mid-90s, so this was after the requirement that a certain amount had to be made of any touring car before it could be entered into the Touring Car Championship. So they made these really because I guess they thought it would be fun. It's basically a race car, very little changes versus the track-going version of it. And like I say, only 85 were built. Almost all of them sold to Australians in Australia, and 9 of them went to New Zealand, and 1 of them found its way to the UK. I wish I had an end of that, which I said I knew where it was, but I don't. I imagine it's in some collector's garage somewhere in the UK.
I love that. There's one very rare car in the UK, but because this is Horizon, you can all get your hands on one. And you can get this by getting 50% season completion in spring to get your chance of
Cool.
really piece of Australian motorsport history.
All right. I think one of the fun things about that car as well is that just because it's kind of 8 years later, you start to see carbon fiber panels on it, which at the time was actually very, very rare. That would have been reserved for really high-end supercars. But this was effectively a touring car that was sold to normal folks, and it had at least parts of the bodywork were made of carbon fiber, which was super cool and rare for the mid-90s.
Gorgeous. Wonderful. Well, those are the 3 new cars coming to the Series 25 update. But this is my favourite part of the show, where we actually have a look at some of the content you guys have been putting out. We have the photo montage coming up next. I'll say no more. I'll let the artists speak for themselves, and I'll have a chat with you when you come back. Now, obviously, all of those were absolutely brilliant. And whilst I could pick many winners, you need to make sure you head over to @Forza Horizon on Twitter, where a winner will be announced from that collection. But before I can do any more compliments, bizarrely, in a turn of events, I didn't know we had a switchboard, but we do have a caller on the line. Chat, watch out for this one. Mike, I'm going to patch them through to you. Let's see what's going on.
Welcome to the Horizon Helpline. Please listen to the following options. For Aisha's taxis, press 1. For Upgrade Heroes, press 2. For Forza Fun inquiries, press 3. To inquire about the latest cars added to the auto, you have selected Forza Fun inquiries. May I suggest inquiring about the latest cars added to the auto shop, Forza Fun inquiries. We're currently expecting a high volume of calls. Please leave your message after the tone.
You've reached the mailbox of Tommy Bargains. All our operators are busy, but let Tommy tell you about our Forzathon Summer Sale Sizzler. Starting on the 30th of July, we'll be bringing you a red hot motor at a bargain price every day for a whole week. That's a Tommy guarantee. We've got everything from your McLaren 720S Spiders to Ford Supervan 3s. So get on down to the Forzathon shop and grab yourself a Summer Sizzler. What a scorcher!
Chat, I tried to warn you that was coming.
Scorcher.
Y'all saying I can't see chat. I can, and I tried to warn you. So that happened. Tommy Bargains is back, and he's got a bit of a bargain for us.
A scorcher, apparently.
Yeah.
No one is safe from Tommy Bargains. That is.
Yeah, so apparently a summer sale. There we go, guys. There we go, announced.
Try and listen to that answer message. Oh, and
Oh my gosh, there's a graphic. Okay.
it's almost
Cool. Dave, what do you know about this?
well, going off the answer message, which we only heard just now, it looks like there is a Forzathon summer sale that lasts all of summer coming up. We've got the Ford Supervan 3, the Maserati Tipo, the Rimac Concept 2, all these amazing cars for 100 Forzathon points. So I would assume, going off what Tommy Barkins has said, is that you would need to log in to the Forzathon shop every day of summer coming up to get some really cool summer sizzlers. And there we have it.
Well, there you go. That was
Wow.
weird. What's next, Charlie?
Just a little bit weird. Well, hopefully this next section is slightly less weird. It's the Torben Tuesday roundup, where we're going to be answering, well, the internet's biggest mysteries. What the heck was he on about this week?
Oh no, this
Right.
bit's weird as well.
Oh no.
What's going on? Right, so first one, high rank at sea holds a group for Jungle Kings. Obviously, was the Holden VL Commodore Group A SV. Like, obviously, the reason Commodore
Obviously.
Group A King of the Jungle is a lion, which is on the Holden badge. You might have got that. That was a bit of a hard one. But the next one, 85 and 96 question mark. Hella Yella was obviously the HSV GTSR from 96. Hella Yella, obviously speaking to the paint that we talked about earlier in the stream, and only 85 of these were made. So that's actually, if you got that one, fair play. That was an easy one. My favorite though, a racing lion with snarling nostrils. Obviously, with that, it's the HSV GTS, because a lion for Holden again, and snarling nostrils because it looks like a lion's snarling nostrils on the visuals of the car. So if you look at that car and go, that is a lion's snarling nostrils, then fair play. And you got that
And
one.
who doesn't?
Then amazing. You deserve a gold star. They were the three riddles, and yeah, they're getting more obscure as we go. We need to, yeah.
Clearly. Well-
Congratulations, everyone. We'll try and mix it up next month. Do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think so. It was, I think, especially tricky this time around because there were three Holdens, and therefore options limited for riddles you can tell about lions, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, we're obviously now going into the updates and fixes, and I'd like to, hopefully, maybe we could put a patch note in for some of the riddles and they can get fixed for next time. But I'll leave the actual fixes over to you two.
Yeah, thanks, Charlie. So there are no major fixes or tweaks in this particular update in Series 25, but we did want to queue up a few that you might be looking forward to in Series 26. So one of those, which potentially, if you're not at the garage limit, then you don't know anything about this. But if you regularly browse the Forza Reddit or you look at my Twitter mentions, then you will know that there are a lot of people that are at the garage limit and would like us to increase that. And we are aiming to do that for Series 26 next update. So tune in next time for some more info on that. You might remember a few months ago, last time we increased it, that I said time and time again that we would increase it in about 4 successive streams. Really, really hoping that I don't have to do that this time. So I'm now talking to the live team and saying, please, guys, come on, don't make a liar of me. The other one is gonna make some tweaks to the way that car reset works. So this is once you've kind of lost control of your vehicle, maybe you're rolling down a hill, just as you're about to land on your four wheels, the game like nopes you out of there and puts you back up at the top again. We're changing some of the behavior there, so it should be a little bit more satisfying and hopefully give you that opportunity just to land on your wheels and carry on driving. I think that one's especially useful for the Eliminator, where you can really get caught out as you're just tumbling down a hill, and then it resets you back up the hill when you were just about to land on your wheels and drive off. We do have some tweaks to multiplayer as well. Dave, do you want to tell us about those?
Yeah, so we're looking at changing the matchmaking times for online adventure. Ultimately, we want to reduce the amount of time it takes for you to get from pressing the button to go against an online adventure. So there's lots of things we're doing there, and we just need a bit more time to tweak that. But the aim of that is really to get you in online adventure as quick as possible. And what we're also doing as well is we're reducing the qualifying matches you need to do currently to get to rank. So currently that was, I think, 10, and we want to reduce that number again. There were the initial design for this was very sort of pure and competitive, but we're at the point now where we kind of want to reduce that, and just it kind of came at the expense of just going out and having a lark. So we're reducing the amount of qualifying matches as well for online adventure. So they're the two things we're working on, just to get you in having as much fun as possible, as quickly as possible. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. And that's the end of the show. So thank you very much, Mike and Dave, for joining me for another Playground Monthly. Everyone in chat, please stick around. We have a very exciting Forza Monthly show next, including, you might see this one, you might see a little bit of Mike sharing a bit more information about the Forza Horizon 4 Xbox Series X Optimized Edition. Very exciting stuff. I'll see you in the show. Thanks very much, guys. See you soon. Bye.
Goodbye, but don't go anywhere. Goodbye.
Bye, play, don't go.